I just watched Transformers 1 in theaters, so let's talk about it. So yes, guys, Transformers 1 finally dropped in theaters.
For thousands of years, we have been at war. But before, we were enemies. We were like brothers.
You ready?
Always ready. Let's punch in.
This is a animated prequel starring Chris Hemsworth and Scarlett Johansson. And guys, this is one of my most anticipated movies of this year. I do really like Transformers. I'm a big fan of the first three. So obviously I was very curious how they're going to do this animated prequel with a new voice cast like Chris Hemsworth and Scarlett Johansson. But it worked, and sadly, guys, I still got this popcorn bucket, but I did not pick up the Transformers 1 popcorn bucket. Only because, guys, they actually weren't selling it at my theater. I think that they were only selling it on Amazon. Comment down below if they were selling those popcorn buckets at your theater. And guys, like always, this will be a spoiler review. So I will be talking about the entire movie, or at least most of it, all the important parts that happen in the film. And yeah, so let's get straight into the review. Let's go. The movie opens up with Orion Pax, who will soon to be known as Optimus Prime, is sneaking into this like building thing and is looking at this secret message, and it says something about the matrix of leadership. So that because he wants it because energon is not flowing through their planet anymore, and they need to get it back so that energon can flow like all of it through their planet, and they're losing a lot of energon. And if you guys didn't know, there's this Cybertron is not actually a planet. It's a humongous transformer that transformed into the planet. If you guys didn't know that, they explain it in the film. And apparently, yeah, he's looking for the matrix of leadership. He leaves, there's a big chase, then he runs into D16, which is his best friend, who will also soon to be known as Megatron. So they run into each other, and yeah, that happens. So they leave to go to bed and stuff. They go to this like caves place where they see Alita 1, which is one of their best friends, who is voiced by Scarlett Johansson. They talk for a little bit, and he tries to kind of ask her out in a way, but then she just makes it clear that they're just friends. And they go down to the caves, they wear jetpacks, and they're mining, I think, energon. Then, like, this big, like, electrical wave or something comes out, and they have to escape. Then one of the guys gets a rock under his feet, and then he can't move. Then they quickly rescue him and, like, make it at the last second. So that happened. Then they go to sleep and stuff, and they talk about this huge race that's coming up. And Orion Pax convinces D16 to go do the race. And, well, not do the race, but, like, they talk about it. And he says, wouldn't it be cool if they were in the race, even though they're just miners, they're not actual Transformers. But anyway, they actually go and like sneak into this place to see the race, and it's the best seats in the house. It's right above the starting line of the race. But then something happens when he drops them. Like there's this like button you press and it drops them down to the race, and they're wearing jetpacks, and they go do the entire race, and they're about to win. But then someone comes in and beats them. So they lose the race. So then they should get in trouble, and then Sentinel Prime comes in, and then he says, like, keep it up and stuff, good job, that was so funny, and it was really fun to watch and stuff. And then he leaves, because he is he's a Prime, so he's basically the boss of the city. And it's his job to find the matrix of leadership. So that, again, Energon can flow, through the planet. Or should I say the Transformer, because their planet is a Transformer that transformed into this planet. Anyway, later into the film, we see them, and this guy, Darkwing, I think, throws them into this pit. They're talking, then they meet B-127, and they talk, and then they decide that they need to go get the Matrix of Leadership, or they want to go to the surface of, the surface. So they decide to sneak out, and they escape, and they go into the train, and then they see Elita 1 again, and she tries to, run away. Then they convince her to go, then they go, they're there. Then there's, big, I would say spaceship, whatever, comes, and it kills one of these, deer robots, and they have to hide, and they do, and good thing the robot doesn't find them. I forget there's, these robot creature things, whatever, that live in it. So after that, they find this, cave with teeth, go into it, and they learn the entire they see about all the primes that are dead. But they see this one prime who's still alive. Not accidentally, but Orion Pax activates him, and he comes to life and tells them the truth about Sentinel Prime, that he's actually fake, and that he killed all of those primes. He literally killed all of them. Then he's actually a bad guy, and he's been stealing a bunch of Energon and stuff. So that makes D16 really mad, and he says he wants to kill him and stuff. And Orion Pax is noticing that D16 is kind of changing now. He wasn't nice. He's not nice now. He's actually kind of turning a little violent now, I would say. So then they get the Transformer thing, and he actually, before they got activated, Sentinel Prime took their transformation things or whatever, so that they couldn't transform. So that makes him even more mad. But then they get the whole thing. Then they actually see Sentinel Prime talk to these alien creature things, and gives them all the Energon, and he says that that he's gonna get more and stuff, and then he leaves. So then they get really angry, and then they meet up with then they're talking and stuff, and D16 is pretty angry and stuff, and actually got this cool sticker that represents a prime. It's this cool collectible sticker. It's pretty rare in the beginning. Just, it is important. Later, then we get into later stages of the movie. These a lot of these Decepticon. Well, they will be Decepticons soon. Kidnap them, and there's Starscream, who is the boss of them, and Soundwave, Shockwave, and he talks to them and stuff, and then D16 won't sit down. So then he stands up, then they get into a fight, and then he actually beats Starscream up, and then he takes control of all of the people, and then Sentinel Prime and his crew come, take all of them as prisoners, except for a couple, or a bunch of them don't, but he takes B-127 and a D16, but Orion Pax and Elita 1 stay, and Shockwave and Soundwave stay and stuff, and then he says, we're gonna go get them back and leave. And then Sentinel Prime says that D16 was stupid to do that. Then he actually grabs this flame thing and pushes it against his sticker and starts burning him. But then he won't sit down, and then they fight again. And just when Sentinel Prime is about to kill D16, there's this big explosion that he sees, and he sees that Lita 1, Orion Pax, Soundwave, Shockwave, a bunch of other robots, whatever, are there. They come, there's a big fight. There's this like weird spider robot that attacks Alita 1 and they need her mind. Alita 1 knocks her out. They take like her memory and use it. Yeah. So that's what happens there. And after that, like, yeah. Alright. And then D16, like, he starts doing this battle, and Sentinel tries to escape, but that doesn't happen. And then he's, like, trapped there, and then he pulls out his gun and is about to kill him. And this is a very emotional part. I almost cried in this scene. Like a baby. Because of, what happens here. So D16 is about to kill Sentinel Prime. And then Orion comes and, like, stops him and says that he's not worth it. And then something big happens when he pushes, like, Orion Pax out of the way and is about to shoot Sentinel Prime. But then he, like, literally jumps in front of Sentinel Prime and gets shot. Then he, like, falls. But then D16 captures him. And now he gets, like, red eyes instead of blue. And he's just like, why would you do that? I had him. And then he's like, I'm done saving you. And drops Orion Pax. But then the good thing is, Orion Pax kind of gets, like, the Primes talk to him and says, like, you're the next Prime. Then he turns into Optimus Prime. They say, you will be known as Optimus Prime. Then, but then D16, like, rips apart Sentinel Prime. So, like, Sentinel Prime's dead. I don't know how that can happen because he's actually in Transformers Dark of the Moon. So I don't know why would they kill him off, because then that doesn't make sense. He also escaped the war in that spaceship that he's in. But we're not going to talk about Transformers The Dark Knight. We're talking about Transformers 1. So then he says, I am Megatron. So now they're known as Megatron and Optimus Prime. So then he comes in and they have this huge battle, which is actually a very good battle scene. I really love this scene. But obviously Optimus Prime wins, and then he says, go. And then he takes, like, Starscream, Soundwave, Shockwave, and a bunch of others, and they leave. Because, now Optimus Prime is in charge. And, that's basically what happens. And at the end, there is this, kind of a secret clip. It's to a joke that happened way early on. Which, guys, again, I didn't explain the jokes and everything. The movie is rated PG because there is one swear that is, like, said over and over by B127, which I find funny. And I do like this film because it's not fully a kid's film. And I actually really, really enjoyed this. It's one of my favorite Transformers films. I had a blast with this movie. Even though I didn't get a popcorn bucket, sadly, I still think it was a great experience. I just really had a blast with this movie. There's also a secret clip. I'm not going to spoil that, even though I spoiled the entire film. I guess I will. It's actually a very pointless secret clip. I thought it'd be like, oh, there's going to be Transformers 1, 2, like a sequel to Transformers 1. But no. I thought it would be, but it's just like him saying, Decepticons, rise up. So, I mean, it's kind of important, but it's kind of pointless. So, again, I didn't explain much, but if you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. Please tell me in the comments, what did you think of Transformers 1? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was okay? Did you love it? Please let me know. So have a good one, everyone.